To my channel Coding with Ravi Gupta, and today we are going to do Leetcode daily question, which is 786k smallest prime fraction. Just one disclaimer: if you find the video too slow, increase the speed to 1.5x. So let's see the question. What you have to do now? You are provided with a array of unique prime numbers, and you have to find the smallest kth fraction on how, like if the array is given 1 2 3 4 5, you have to do it in rough notebook. That will be the best way. So what you have to do now, let's say if array is given 1 2 3 4 and 5, so how many fractions are there? So for 1 the fractions are 1 by 2, then 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. For 2 the fractions are 2 by 3, 2 by 4, and 2 by 5. For 3, the fractions are 3 by 4 and 3 by 5. And for 4, the fractions are 4 by 5. So this way we have 4. So we have these many fractions. So now, but there are some value, but there are some conditions we have to check, like I should be less than j less than array length that we have found. And okay, yeah. So what you have to return now, you have to return the uh, array elements as an pair, as an a vector. So as in vector. So what is the smallest out of all these values? 1 by 5 is the smallest. So you have to return a vector of, you have to basically return 1 comma 5 as a vector, as an array, because 1 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. That using this value, the fraction was made. Let's see another example. So let's another example. The array is uh, 2, 5, 6, and 8. So what are the possible fractions? 2 by 5, 2 by 6, and 2 by 8. Then 5 by 6 and 5 by 8. And the last 6 by 8. So what is the smallest fraction? You have to find out. It is 0.4, it is 1 by 3, 0.3, it is 1 by 4, 0.25. Then it is way more than the above values. It is also way more than above values. It is 3 by 4, 0.75. So it is greater than, it is around 90, 0.90, and it is greater than 0.5. The smallest value is 2 by 8. So you have to return 2 comma 8. How can we do this? Let's see. So how can it be done? So what we will do now, we will, there are many ways, but the simplest way can be store all the elements as in the form of vector. So our example was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this was our array. Now what can we do? We will be storing these elements as in the form of pair. So let's say we stored all the fractions that are 1 comma 2. So that is 1. Then 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5. So as in array of all this in the form of pair. So in the same way, we will be storing 2, 3, and so on, all the arrays. Then we will sort them. So basically, what we did here, we stored, then we will sort them in increasing order. And after sorting them, what we have to do, we just have to after sorting, we will get a sorted array, And using that sorted array, as we have to return the in the problem, what we have to return? We have to return kth smallest fraction. So not the last, but kth smallest. So whatever the kth smallest is, we will return the kth smallest. So three steps are there. Just simple question. Only three steps. So let's see the code. So see, this is the code. What we did, we created a vector fraction. We storing it in the form of pair. So pair int comma int. We stored it. Then we traversed in the array. The time complexity here is n square for this particular portion as we are traversing. So in the array twice, how it is we are traversing. So for 1 2 3, then for 1 we are storing 2 3, then 2 we are storing 3. So we are for each element we are traversing n minus I elements. So for every ith element, so this way using two for loops we are storing in the form of fractions, like this way: 1 2 1 3 1 4. Then from this portion, from this one line, we are sorting it, and last but not least, we are returning as the kth smallest. So as k starts from the function, we have array, so it starts from 0 position, so k minus 1. So this is easy. Let's understand this particular line. Rest are easy. One line, two line, the second line is difficult. So only first, second, and third. Three line question is there, three line answer. Till now understand this sort function. So till here everything is easy. So we have seen this portion. Now what is this? The remaining portion is now this particular portion is called lambda function. Lambda function, and using this we are returning this. So firstly understand the below line. What is we have to find? So this is actually we are comparing. So if there are two elements a comma b from array, which are this AR of I and AR of j, if it is a and if it is b, so what we have to do, as we are storing in pair, so in pair it is pair of first, and this is pair dot second. So a comma b, what we have to do, we have to find uh, a a dot first by a dot second. It should be list b dot first by b dot second. If we cross multiply it, what it will become? It will become a dot first into b dot second. This is what it is written here. In the same way, when you cross multiply a dot second to b dot first, it is given here. So this is there. Let's understand the lambda portion. So this AND operator, it is saying you that the function is using by reference. So by reference we are comparing, then it is auto. So whatever the data type is there, so A and B. So this is in this way you can give a custom sort function. In place of this, there is another way. So if you don't want to write this, rather than writing this complete portion, what he will write here, a keyword like compare, and then you have to separately define this compare function. So you will be writing bool compare, then you will defining, and you ultimately have to write the same thing. So this is one way of writing it in one line. This is a actually very good approach, you should learn this. So let's just for summary, we stored it. This is the first line, store, second line, sort, and return, and third is return. Basic, the answer is easy, just you have to know this particular portion. Because of this, LeetCode has mentioned it as medium level question. So let's run it in the lead code. So we have write this particular question only. You can see first is stored, then sorted, and then return. Let's run. It's just taking time. So all the cases are accepted. Let's submit. And it is accepted. So you can see, let's discuss the time complexity and space complexity also. So you can see that for space we are using for one first element there are n elements, then second n minus 1. This way we are storing up to n square, maximum n square. So the space complexity is O of n square. Now, for all these elements are getting sorted here. So, if in sort we know that the time complexity is n log n for n elements, as there are n square elements, the time complexity is n square log n. So, this was the answer. Thank you so much and subscribe my channel.